Yo, 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 it's Russ, Ruthless, the Village Abbot, Grandmaster, Shaolin Traveler of the Immense, your host of Village Native TV, back again. HOTEP Thursday, number 2, official. We about to get into this deep metaphysics. We about to talk this cloth. Straight to the devious, straight to the voodoo. So last week, I discussed focusing your God energy and achieving the ascendance of enlightenment. Now, over the last week, since I made that video, as per usual, and I'm sure most people experience this because obviously we are, or the world wouldn't be in the position it's in, the state of distress that it's in. I've been teeter-tottering back and forth like a motherfucker. Okay? I've been teetering-tottering back and forth like a motherfucker. And it's not because I'm off the regiment that I made for myself, because I'm mainly on the regiment. I accidentally went out and ate and literally ordered some tacos, not realizing I had committed to not eating meat until hours later. I was like, oh shit, I ate some meat earlier. Then I tried to eat some lunch meat because I was like, fuck it, I already ate meat, I'm eat some lunch meat. Tried to binge on some lunch meat, literally got sick, had to fucking spit it out, throw the rest away, because my consciousness had changed. So when I tried to adjust my physiology through eating back to a carnivorous state, even though I forgot earlier in the day when I ordered the tacos, it had an effect already. So I have caused a shift. God energy is like a compass. A compass always points north, right? Unless the magnetic pull gets fucked up. Then if the magnetic pull is fucked up, it'll go that way or start spinning around in a fucking circle. That's insanity. So the key is, alright, in society, we are programmed through social indoctrination. We are programmed from the age of little children until we reach adults. And mind you, when you are programmed as a child and you enter adulthood in a society where everyone has been indoctrinated with the same indoctrination as you, and there's nobody that's altering that indoctrination, and everybody goes along with it, and you're being told lies as indoctrination, you become an adult who therefore is indoctrinated and has no way of seeing outside of the maze that we, the mice, live in. And the next generation, the same thing happens to them. That's the way indoctrination works. That's why the powers that be in a society that uses indoctrination, or in a nation or government or republic that uses indoctrination, utilizes it for that reason, because the generations continue to pass on the indoctrination from one generation to the next. So when you grow up in a society that's indoctrinated and you attempt to ascend, it is impossible to go from a state of allowing yourself to slip into the sunken place, or being in low frequency vibrations, or constantly being in a battle between trying to get to a higher frequency and being what feels like being pulled down because you don't have the resolve of self-will to elevate yourself up. It's impossible to, what do they call that? What's the expression? Fucking flipping a new leaf or whatever, turning a new leaf. Turning over a new leaf. Yeah, turning over a new leaf. You can't do it. The other issue that I personally have come across is trying to focus my God energy so hard on being in a high frequency that I throw myself off, because I'm trying to go so high in frequency, I'm not balancing the low vibrations. In order to reach equilibrium, you must have a corresponding polarity of synchronicity with the alignment of the higher polarity of vibration and the lower polarity of vibration. Those vibrations must come together and meet equilibrium. You must master the shadow aspect as well as the surface self. Both aspects must be mastered. If you try to shame and guilt and repress the shadow aspect will manifest itself and bubble up and explode. Similar to like pipes when your plumbing is fucked up. You have to correspond. You must accept, acknowledge, ultimately embrace, and embody the shadow aspect, but the positive nature of it, the true instinct of it. Because your shadow aspect, if you allow yourself to be consumed by the shadow aspect, you will become an evil being. But if you embrace, acknowledge, accept what the shadow aspect is and embody that from a positive nature and accept the natural instinct, you will therefore begin to create intuition, which will push you up into the higher state of mind, the higher consciousness, which is how you achieve enlightenment and ascend to a higher realm. The realm that you live in is your reality. Your reality is of your dominion. That's how it works. So, you have to have a perfect balance between the higher self and the lower self. There's no way to skip the lower frequencies of vibration and get to the higher self. If you do that, the higher self will just fluctuate past the speedometer, just like if you start going too fast in a car, and it's not going to work. Secondarily, I want to talk about environment management. As I said, you control your reality. Your reality is of your dominion. If you allow outside influences and external sources of stimulus in your reality to affect the way that you're reacting to your reality, other people's opinions do not matter. If you allow other people's opinions to press down on your way of thought, you are being influenced by external stimulus that does not matter. Because society is indoctrinated, people all think the same as sheep. If you divert from the train of thought of the indoctrinated through shame and guilt, you are therefore shamed and guilted into feeling that you do not belong within the pen of sheep.
Who is you talking to?